What up, fam? We got original music. How we doing? Feeling good, feeling strong. We're with it today, baby. It's going well. I wanted to real quick shout out a couple of channels that I like to watch. Kind of had a brain fart last time when I brought it up, so I wanted to mention them again and be a little more clear. Seldomly Often, that's Daniel. I watch him. He's very good. I like to watch Mo on Sense for Thought. And that was my problem. I always have trouble with the channel name for some reason, but Sense for Thought, Seldomly Often, and Rich Mitch, of course, and the other channels that I was going to mention are Often Licked and Cheap Imitation, I think it is. Two other guys that have the same kind of format that we're dealing with here, and I like this format. I was really thinking about coming on camera today, and I'm not opposed to doing, but I just think I like this format. I just like it. Stole it from Rich Mitch. It's Rich Mitch's format. I just totally stole it shamelessly. Anyway, I'm back today with this vintage comparison, and oh man, I was up all night. I was up late, couldn't sleep at all. I was actually up watching Eugene's live stream, so I was on his channel. Eugene, there's another one. You Smells Good. I watch Eugene. But I was up till about 3:30 doing that. Couldn't sleep. And then I flipped to the news after he checked out. And that was a mistake because then I couldn't sleep even more. So I'm not going to talk about the news, but let me just sigh. I'll just sigh right there. You know, you guys know I live in the U.S. and I'm just going to sigh. I'll leave it at that. So Serge Lutin's Ambre Sultan. We sprayed these yesterday, and as far as I can tell, there's very little on these strips now. Not much to work with. So I'm going to toss those. They're not very useful. But I did spray these. I pre-sprayed like Persolaise does. Another channel I watch, Persolaise. And I sprayed these at 9:30, so that was hour and a, almost 2 hours ago. All right, so we got the pre-sprayed. I'm gonna spray some freshies, and I'm gonna spray my hands, spray skin. I actually have already sprayed on my hands, actually vintage on one hand, current on the other, but I'm gonna spray a different spot on my arm so I can get the freshie and a little bit of the dry down. I better label these. So, how is everybody today? I'm doing good. I'm a little tired. B and C. All right, current formulation. Here we go. I'm not going to be shy today. I'm going to spray the shit out of this stuff. Current. Vintage. All right, in the air, the vintage smells really nice. Let's see. On my left hand, I have current formulation. On my left arm, I'm going to do another spot with current formulation. On my right arm, I have the vintage. On my right hand, I have the vintage. On my right arm, I'm going to spray another spot with the vintage. All right. So, my juice is running. It's shrinking as we speak. This will be gone before you know it. All right, so let's start off with the strips. Current formulation versus vintage. They're already faint. And this kind of is one of my complaints about Ambre Sultan. I really think that the longevity is not good. And, you know, I was complaining about the dry down, and maybe it's not that the dry down is boring, it's that it's just, it's too faint. Like it is too weak. I want to focus. There we go. Anyway, so vintage. Okay. Okay, well the current formulation, I'm getting like, I swear it's coriander. Mo was talking about coriander and how it's hard to pick up sometimes. That's one of the few notes I feel like I can get. God, these are so weak, you guys. I don't know what to do here. This is barely getting anything off of these. I may be going nose blind too. Let's go over to the freshly sprayed. Okay. All right, yeah. So the vintage is maybe a little greener, a little more herbaceous. Current formulation, I'm picking up coriander, but it's like drier. There's something rubbery in the current formulation. Let's go to skin. All right, on skin, I'm still getting coriander on the current formulation. Coriander is there for sure. It's almost like it has like almost a rubbery thing going on. In the vintage, I'm not getting that. I'm smelling the dry down. Let's go to the freshly sprayed spots. Oh, it's nice. The vintage is nice. And it's definitely different. The current formulation, I get a lot of coriander, and it has like almost like a rubbery feel when I compare the two. That's not something I would say if I was just spraying on its own. But comparing the two, it feels rubbery. The vintage formula feels kind of like more in focus, if that makes sense. It's better put together. It's balanced. The old or the new formulation, what am I getting? It's like rubber. It feels like, or smells like I'm smelling a ball or something almost. Kind of dry. All right, well, I gotta tell you, the difference was not as great as I expected. And this has been a little nerve-wracking too. You know, this is such a beloved perfume, and, you know, half the people watching this is probably their favorite Ambre. So you guys know this stuff real well, and, you know, I'm probably going to say something stupid. I'm sure I have, and I'm sure I do on every video, but I don't get a massive difference. I do get a difference. There is a difference, and the vintage is better. And let me ask myself, is it worth seeking out the vintage? I'm gonna spray some more. That's one thing about Ambre Sultan in general, is I tend to want to spray a lot. I got a lot. You can see that nice little oil slick there. yeah, that's it. The vintage or the current smells like rubbery in comparison. I get the coriander. They're both herbaceous, but in different ways. The vintage one really feels like well put together, well blended, and in focus, if that makes any kind of sense. The current formulation does not feel as well blended. Some notes are sticking out more than others, and I'm getting like an overall kind of a rubbery effect. I hope this doesn't ruin my appreciation of the new formula. There's something in the vintage that smells like chew, like chewing tobacco. I know it's not tobacco per se, but something in there reminds me of like Copenhagen, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Well, fam, I'm kind of a little perplexed here, and I do think I'm probably going to keep working on this. I'm going to keep looking at these two. There's a difference. The vintage formula is better. I would wonder about the longevity. I think the longevity is going to be poor for both of these, actually, in my opinion. That's why I've used so much of this, because I really love it. I really love the opening. And then after like an hour or two, a couple hours, I'm just like wanting something more. So I keep reapplying. So yeah, this will be featured when I do a Amber roundup. This will be in there for sure. This is one of my top ones. It's probably in the top 3, but I haven't ranked them yet. I'm gonna get them all out. I'm gonna try them all in front of you guys. We're gonna rank them, and then we'll do like a semifinal, and then we'll do a final round of Amber roundup, and we will determine number 1, 2, and 3. So I'm putting in some wears for those. I want to get to know them. So today I'm actually wearing, in addition to all the Ambre Sultan I sprayed, I'm wearing Ambre Précieux Ultime, which I really enjoy. And back to the longevity for a second. This is not just Ambre Sultan. It's like pretty much every amber, at least the ones that are like straight ambers, like Ambre 114 Parfums d'Histoire. Same deal. This Ambre Précieux, same deal. The longevity is not great. It's just, maybe it's me, maybe I just like the top more than the dry down, but I tend to want to reapply these things. Reapply. Maybe I'm spoiled. Maybe I'm spoiled from doing amouage and Middle Eastern type style fragrances, beast fragrances. I'm used to that. And now I have something with just moderate longevity and it's disappointing. That could be. Anyway, folks, we may revisit this to get, a better grip on things. But in the meantime, we got some original music. I used to do electronic music for a short time. For about a year, I was into electronic music, and that was several years ago. And I racked up about 50 tunes on this SoundCloud. And let me see here. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. All right. All right. Well, I'm all ambered up, guys. got some big stuff coming around the corner here. Big unboxing, 2 big unboxings coming up. 2 big ones. And I keep adding ambers into the mix. Like I have 2 more ambers that I haven't even tried yet that are on the way. So I have to maybe draw the line somewhere and say, okay, stop buying ambers, at least till you can do this roundup. So, so you can actually get it done. But I don't want to say what I have coming. It's too exciting. I want to surprise you guys. Alrighty, fam. I think that's all we got for today. Little comparison. Checking in. Didn't sleep well. Was up late with Eugene. Having a good one. All right, fam. Really appreciate you guys. These videos, they bring me joy, so I'm gonna keep doing them. All right. Y'all have a good one now. You heard? Peace.